Hi, and welcome back to Tech Makeup Playground. This is Tiffany. I am Tiffany. That was weird. Anyway, so today I am going to be using the Nomad America's Parks palette. So this is one of their 10-year anniversary kind of remakes. Super excited about this one. I did not get it when it was first out. It was one of those ones when they were discontinuing it. I had to make some choices because they were just continuing a bunch of palettes at the time. And this is one that right when I was going to make the decision to purchase it, it was out of stock. And I was like, great, I missed out on that one. And I was sad and it was like, I'm never going to be able to get it. And then they decided to bring it back for their 10-year anniversary. So again, happy anniversary, Nomad. Not that you'll ever see this, but anyway, so this is the inside of the palette. And I'm sorry about my voice. You guys, I started an inhaler for my breathing issues. And it's affecting my voice. Which is really annoying me, but it's helping with my breathing. So, you know, whatever. I trade one for the other, I guess. So I might have some vocal fry that's annoying now. And I used to have an okay voice, but not so much anymore with this. So I'm hoping that my body will adjust and, get used to it one of these days. But I've only been using it for a little over a week now. So I think it'll probably take a while to get used to it. And I'm supposed to be starting albuterol all the time too. But so I've done all my base makeup. I've got on my Sinful Echoes Hexed Hues Lip and Cheek color. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's going to be one of those days. I'm a little exhausted. I went out yesterday with my mom to a friend's quilt shop, and I swore I wasn't going to buy anything. Oh gosh, let me tell you. So I really enjoy sewing. It's when I actually get to and I have the energy, a little bit of energy to do it, I really, really, really enjoy doing it. Even when I'm sewing with velvet and it's aggravating the heck out of me, I still enjoy it. So again, this is the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base. I do mix the fair and the white together to get the color that I have, just because the fair is too dark and the white is too white by itself. I do use the white sometimes when I really want, like when I use the Fête de Provence palette, I will probably use the white to make the pastels really pop. But anyway, so yeah, went to the quilt shop yesterday and found the cutest pattern ever. Actually, I can pop over and grab it here. I just have it sitting over here. And then my mom bought me this purse kit to make because she thinks that I liked it, so she thought that I needed to make it, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so I got that on. Let me grab that pattern real quick. I will be honest, it's right there. So okay. So guys, it's cats in pajamas. So yeah, I'm gonna make that. But the fabric that I got is so this is actually gonna end up being teal. The cats will all be different colors, and I'm just gonna do the six cat one. And then the fabric that I got, it's like Paris, but there's people riding Vespas and driving little cars, and then there's some that has like cheese and cream and a bunch of other stuff. It's a purchase. Anyway, yeah, so I need to be done spending money now because that was bad, ridiculous. Anyway, so yeah, hopefully I can get that made and it'll be cute and who knows. But yeah, so let's get back to makeup. Anyway, I enjoy sewing. I enjoy artsy, fartsy, crafty stuff. Again, I don't have a lot of energy. I usually do my makeup and then nap, and I've told you guys that before because it's just exhausting doing anything in this body that I live in. So, all right, so we are gonna go ahead and get started. I have really no plan for this look today. I just wanted to use this palette because it's pretty. I think we might actually, I was thinking of starting with the yellow because I have the yellow shirt on today. It's one of my Bear Country shirts, close as I have to a national park thing. So this is a shimmer, so I think I might start with I think we might do some greens and work in the purple, or should I do, maybe I'll do the top row. We'll see. Oh my gosh, I have no idea what I'm doing. We'll see. Let's start with the yellow. Old Faithful. I have been to Yellowstone a few times when I was a kid. My parents were really good about taking us on trips when we were kids around the country, so we could see all sorts of different stuff, see all sorts of different things around the country. So I have been to Old Faithful, seen it do its thing, and it's really, really cool. Yellowstone is a beautiful, beautiful park. I'm hoping that it'll be around for a very long time and that nothing happens to allow it to be destroyed. I don't know, with the state of the world and what's going on, I'm a little worried about all of our parks, what's going to happen to them. You know, my husband is very, very much wanting to see all the parks. I would love to too, but I don't think my body has the stamina to do all the traveling it's going to take to get to them, but we might try at some point. I don't know. He's talked about, let's sell the house and get an RV. I give him a hard time. I'm like, what are we going to do with all of our Lego then? Put it in storage? Because we have so many Lego projects and builds that we've done that, and then like, what am I supposed to do with my makeup? Are we going to have an extra room in the RV for that? Are we going to tow along a little house for that? I know, stupid problem, right? Just a dumb problem. This is a pretty intense mustardy yellow color. It is going on really well. I just wasn't prepared for that much color, actually. I also have a catch in my throat today. I have I choke a lot. It's part of my illness, whatever. And I need to have a biopsy done on my throat the next time I go in for like a colonoscopy and upper GI thing. They want to check and see if my esophagus is starting to atrophy. Basically, because I choke on everything. So now I'm going to go in with Everglades. I have not been to the Everglades. I've been to Florida, but I have not been to the Everglades. So Everglades is going to be that lime greeny color. Haven't actually been there. Have been flown over it, I guess. So that's something, I guess. But, oh, that's a pretty color. Oh, my mom would love that color. Her favorite colors are lime green, like teal blue, peacocky colors, very peacock type colors. So that's definitely tropical, very tropical peacock type colors. So that's really pretty. They're blending really well together too, and not making like a muddy mess. So I should be using a different brush for this part. Not exactly the smartest idea. I don't use this is a Cosmic Brushes brush. It's the, oh lordy, I can't read that, CB2. I don't use these very often. I don't know why I just grabbed this one, but not that it's bad, I just don't use them very often. I think I thought it was my It's Bell brush, but I really want to order, really want to get the Glaminatrix brushes or the Simply Posh brushes that just came out. Those look so pretty. They just look really, really amazing. But they're a little out of my price range, so I'll have to hold off. I know Artitude came out with a couple of sets too that were just gorgeous, and I wasn't able to order those either, so have to watch my pennies and priorities and all that good stuff. So this might end up being my Mardi Gras look for another collab that I'm working on with the colors I'm using. Wasn't exactly what I expected to do today. I wasn't going to work on that, but I think it might end up being that look. So we're going to take some of that green underneath. And if you're wondering, yes, I am listening to a YouTube video. I am a huge true crime fan. I probably watch way more true crime than I do makeup stuff on YouTube. It just kind of fascinates me. I don't like that it happens, but to see how people become what they do based on experiences in their life and what makes them into what they are. It's kind of fascinating and terrifying all at the same time, because you don't realize when you're raising a child all the things that you're doing to them, the kind of impact it can have on them, especially when, you know, I don't know, it's just hard. Raising kids is hard, and you don't always make the best decisions. You don't always make the right decisions. I wasn't a fabulous mother by any means. I love my children. Okay, that brush I was using underneath was a Blend Bunny brush, and now I'm going to use another Cosmic brush, CB3. Y'all, I cannot see today. I think my blood pressure's in the pitters again. So, all right, so I don't know what this is. I don't know what it is. I can't read the second word on that, but the purple that's in here, we're going to go in with that one. And yeah, I think this is pretty much going to end up being a Mardi Gras look. So that'll be my New Orleans look for another collab that I have out there. But like I said, I wasn't going to do today, but evidently that's where I'm leaning, so which works for me. It's a New Orleans collab, and my absolute favorite city in this country is New Orleans. Out of all the places that I've been to, the character, the architecture, the food, the art, the history, everything about it is just phenomenal and amazing. And especially the French Quarter, where they really seem to just embrace diversity. At least seem to. I don't know if it's necessarily 100% true, but it seems to be that way. So it is an impressive place to me. I know they have their issues. Every city has their issues, and I know that there's a lot of homelessness or unhoused, whatever the terminology is for that. Sorry, I don't mean to offend anyone. I know the terminology has changed on that. I think it's unhoused. So I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings by saying the wrong thing there. But yeah, I know there's a lot of that. I know there's a lot of poverty. I know that, you know, after Katrina and then the whole COVID thing, it really got bad down there, and there's a lot less vendors than there used to be, like around Jackson Square and things like that. So it's kind of sad because I went down there with my mom initially because she wanted to take me, and then we took my kids down there a year ago, my girls, because they were old enough to actually go and experience it the right way. And now I'm taking my husband down there, coming up here so he can experience it. He has no interest whatsoever. He thinks it's just a big party town and it's not his jam, but that's not what it is. We're not going during Mardi Gras, so it's not party time right now. So yeah, we're gonna go check that out. But yeah, these colors are about perfect for that because there's the purple and the goldish and the green, and yeah, just kind of working out there. So all right, so we're gonna go ahead and put some more of that green in. And then we'll probably end up using, there is a gold in here, Mammoth Cave. There's a silver, there's a green shimmer, and there is a bright yellow shimmer. And I love a yellow shimmer. Oh, do I love a yellow shimmer. That's probably my favorite shimmer color. I just think, I don't know why. I think it's because I had so many palettes and none of them had one. I just couldn't find one at all. And then now a lot of palettes seem to be having that, but before it just seemed like no palettes ever had a yellow shimmer in it, and it was just like the elusive color that I couldn't find. So but it also seems like yellow, everybody always talked about how purple was such a hard color to formulate, and I never, well, since I've started doing this, I never really had any problems with purples, but yellows, like there's been yellows that I've had issues with in palettes, and I think companies or brands have come leaps and bounds on that, but purples I just never noticed that there was a big issue with. But again, I didn't start doing makeup until 2020, 2021, around there. And so this is, you know, maybe I wasn't around when purple was such an issue. And I missed out on all of that. So maybe I got lucky. Maybe I got lucky. All right, so I got my signature swoopy there. All right. Should I use the dark green? Maybe not. No, I don't think we're going to. So I'm just going to go in with the shimmers now. So I think I'm going to do, this one's kind of a, no, it's more of a brown, I think, than anything. So I think we're not going to do that one. Oh, that green's pretty. Real pretty. Yeah, we'll do that one. And yeah, I'm using my finger today. I don't normally use a finger to do my shimmers. I don't know what I'm doing today. Like, I'm totally out of sorts. I think I'm just trying to kind of get a look on, a rush through. I really want to sew. And I need to finish up my cat's blanket. Not the cat blanket, my cat's blanket. So I can move on to do the cat blanket. Yeah, I know. Yes. I am doing a blanket for my cat. So I made myself, I've talked about this before, I think. I made myself a quilt out of velvet chenille and satin, which are absolutely the three worst fabrics you can ever work with, and especially work with together. 10 out of 10, don't recommend. So I did that. Well, I had a bunch of leftovers, and since she loves my blanket so much, I was like, well, I should just probably make her one with what's left over. So my spoiled little baby is getting her own blankie because I had enough left to make her own. So why not, right? Yep. So once I get that done, then I can move on to the other projects that I picked up yesterday. And then I also have big ideas in my head to start sewing, like stuffed animals and things like that. So I have a lot of big dreams and big ideas, but putting them to fruition. So that was, I have no idea, something forest, that green shimmer. And then Cuyahoga Fall or Valley, that is going to be the yellow. So I'm going to take and put that. I might have to spray this one. Maybe not. That's really pretty. Oh my gosh. Oop. Just went in way too hard with my brush on that. So we'll do that. Okay. Okay, so that, I think I'm going to go on the other side and do a little bit more like I did on that side. Yeah, this palette's really pretty. I know I can do a lot more with it than this, but I think this is going to work for that collab that I'm wanting to do. So I am going to go in with a little bit of Mount Denali, which is the silver that's in here. And I think I'm just going to put that, I don't know if you can even see that. We're just going to put that around. Okay. Oh yeah, you can see that. My goodness. I'll show you that one. So it is a striped one. So that one, so when you mix it, it ends up giving you that like silver right there. So yeah. So that is the look so far. I know it's pretty boring for me. I'm going to use a little bit of Big Bend, which is that brownie purple shimmer as well. I'm going to throw some of that over here. Just feel like it needs a little something else over here. That'll work. You probably can't even see that. Okay. All right. So I think we are going to go with that. Yeah, I didn't use a lot of colors out of that palette, but again, that's the America's Parks. So if you are interested, there are codes out there. I don't have a code or anything with Nomad. I just love them. Obviously, if you see my last video, I totally lost my shit. I was crying. So I can read about this one maybe. So with this one, so it says rich and bountiful eyeshadows formulated with extra fine pigments for majestic color payoff, infused with jojoba oil for smooth and long wearing color, 7 gleaming shimmers, 6 blooming mattes, and 2 shifting metallics inspired by the lands of America the Beautiful. Destination is National Parks USA. Coordinates are on the road again. Inspiration, America the Beautiful. So feelings of excitement and freedom abound when road tripping across the good old US of A, and must stops on every list are the breathtaking national parks, from the peaks of the Rockies to the depths of the Grand Canyon, and from the shores of Acadia to the old-growth forests of Olympic. These natural wonders create a sense of awe and admiration. The lands that inspired America the Beautiful are as diverse as the visitors they serve and the magnificent flora and fauna they help protect. So, oh, okay. I can actually read on here. So, Old Faithful is that first color. Cuyahoga Valley, Everglades is that green color. Acadia Lighthouse is a blue shimmer that's in there. South Rim, that's the purple that I used. Mammoth Cave, I did not end up using that. I was going to, but I didn't. Teton Ridge. Hoh Rainforest, that's the green shimmer that I used. Mount Denali is the silver. Big Bend is the brownie shimmer that I used out here. Giant Redwoods would be that red color that they have there. Delicate Arch, that's another shimmer there. Blue Ridge Parkway is the brown, or the green, the darker green, and let's see, the Narrows, that color, and then Half Dome is the dark brown that's in there. So yeah, so that's the palette. Let's see if I can find. I do have, sorry, I'm here. I do have an order coming from Sinful Echoes with liner, a gel pot liner that I'm super excited about because they gifted me their new one, which is Ritual, and it's an orange. That's super pretty. It's kind of an orangey peach, I should say. It's really super pretty, and I have used it in another video. Oh my god, I'm making a mess. Have used it in another video, and it's beautiful. But I needed something a little more mainstream, maybe. I don't know, boring, subtle, for other looks. So I ordered, it's like a charcoal gray color that they have instead of just getting a black. So I'm looking forward to getting that along with some more of their Hex Hues lip and cheek colors. So I'm looking forward to getting that package when that arrives and using that. So this is just the ColourPop Multi-Chrome gel liner. I don't know what color it is anymore because it's all worn off. So we'll get this put on here. So this is just a lash primer from Essence. I think it's a Lash Princess one. Again, once this is used up, I am switching. And then depending on how the other one is, I have used the other one before, I just don't remember what it was like. You would think, obviously, I probably don't like it since I'm not using it anymore, so why am I going back to it? But sometimes I like to give things a second or a third chance just to prove me wrong. Yeah, touch the stove over and over and over again until you learn it. All right, so we're going to go with that, and then where's my Mandy? There it is. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's bad. That's my old one, though, so we're okay. That was my Fête de Provence palette, but that's my old one that just went crashing down. So, all right, so I am going to do just a titch of liner work on here. What I'd really like to do is do a fleur-de-lis on here, but I'm a little nervous about being on camera and doing that. So we'll see. So I'm going to use my Mandy Candy Paint palette here. We're going to do a little gold streamer type work. Kind of swoop it. So that. Oh, I'm hungry. I never get hungry. That's a weird feeling. Like really hungry. Oh. Wonder what's up with that. Okay, that sounded weird. I know. So I don't technically really ever get like hungry. I do eat. I make myself eat because I know I need to, but I don't really get hungry ever, and have like hunger pains. So it's kind of a weird feeling to get. And my tummy's making all sorts of noise. Okay, this brush is absolute garbage, so I really shouldn't be using this. It's a paintbrush because all my paint supplies are back. I don't know if you can even see them back there, but I just stole it from my painting supplies because I'm like, you know what, I need something for doing liner work. And I have some like nail brushes and stuff that I use as well. So yeah, there's just kind of a hodgepodge of brushes that I use for doing this. And this is looking way more like a flower than a fleur-de-lis. So, well, which is a flower. Technically, it's based on a lily. Or not a lily. Yeah, a lily. No, an iris. Whatever I'm trying to say. So, yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. And then I need this little doohickey down here. Okay, we're just gonna go with that. Just that. Now I need a lip color. Think we might do, this is gonna be kind of weird, maybe purple. Maybe purple lip color? Maybe? Not like, I'll show you if I can find it. That'll work. That'll work. Let's do liner. Just gonna do a boring little ColourPop BFF liner. Since my lips are old and wrinkly around the edges and tend to bleed a little bit. Okay, a lot. Okay, so we're gonna go with that. And then we will throw on there's a, so Black Moon they have different doe foots depending on which color you get. So I love this color. I think this is Ghost or Ghosts. But I don't like this applicator. I like their other doe foots better. Hopefully that's okay. My lips just are not cooperative. There we go. Okay, so there is that. So let's get some, oh, sorry, I hit my iPad, so it's all shaky. Get some mascara on. So my Tilt mascara, quite honestly, the best mascara I've ever tried. The brush grips your lashes, coats them. I do have to do a couple coats, but that's with any mascara. I think it's always something that you just kind of have to do a couple coats with. It's got good longevity for wear time. If you do get too much on, of course you get the not fallout, but you know, the crumbles or whatever. But okay, my nose is gonna run. There it goes. Stop it. So annoying. Sorry. And it's just harder to talk when you're, I don't know, it's easier for me to talk when I'm doing my lips than when I'm doing mascara. So. I usually coat both sides of my lashes. I do the back side and the front side. Just to help. So, yeah, makes a big difference. Mascara makes such a huge difference. I think it's the one thing, if everything else got taken away, I would need to have my mascara. But maybe that's just me. So. All right. I think we're gonna go with that. We're gonna be done. I don't even think I'm gonna do a lip gloss. I think we're just gonna go with that. My hair looks a little rough today. I did a mask that's supposed to be a gloss thing. I don't think it really did much, so whatever. Anyway, so that is the look. Hopefully it's okay. Anyway, but yeah, that is the America's Parts palette, which is over here. That's the case over there. So yeah, if you are looking to check it out, I think they've got another couple weeks left of the deal where you can buy all 3 of the palettes that they brought back for a really good deal. And then yeah, once they're out though, I think they're not probably going to bring them back. So if you are looking to get it or are interested, get out to Nomad and get them purchased. And then definitely use a code, somebody's code, if you can. I don't think it works on the palette bundle, but other things it might work on. So otherwise, this is the look for today. Thanks for joining me. And if you like the video, go ahead and click like, subscribe, all the good stuff. Leave a comment. Otherwise, just remember to take time to do what makes your soul smile, and have a good day. Love you all.